I'm Jack Pilney, and this is my video analysis of my paper. I chose to do Michael Vick's apology. This was with the whole dogfighting scandal. So a little bit into the context of the apology. At the time, Michael Vick was one of the best players in the NFL, and he just got a new record-setting contract. Uh, he was obviously in trouble for dogfighting, and he pled guilty to funding it and allowing it on his property. And he also pled guilty to killing a couple dogs, which was not good. Both of these are considered felonies, and normally offenders wouldn't say serve jail time to this, but Vick ended up lying to investigators about it, and he also violated his bail terms, and he was sentenced to 23 months in prison. And if any of you remember, he was a very hated person here. Nobody was on his side at the time, and he was also in financial trouble due to all of this, so things went very downhill for him. Vick had a press conference right after his sentencing, which is where he gave his apology. His attorney spoke first, and when Vick came in, there were camera shutters and a lot of commotion, so this suggests that the room was pretty full. I looked at 3 different image restoration strategies that he used. On this video, I'll just focus on 2. The first I'll focus on is mortification, which is where you take responsibility for your actions. And the second I'll be focusing on is bolstering, and that is when you attempt to increase the audience's positive perception of you and decrease the negative ones. So first will be mortification. Now, because Vick pled guilty to all of this, this was one of the most logical strategies for him to choose. He took responsibility, and in his apology he stated that several times, one of which he said he wanted to apologize for all the things that he's done and allowed to happen, and later he said he takes full responsibility for his actions and will not blame anyone else for his actions. So Vick knows that all he can do at this point is take responsibility for it. He's been sentenced, he's going to prison. I felt that this was a strong move for Vick because this makes his apology seem much more sincere and mature than if he was to just blame someone else. The second was bolstering, and Vick did this by trying to appeal to the audience as a normal person, not just an NFL superstar. He stated he wants to become a better Michael Vick, the person, not the football player. Now, this can have the audience feel a little empathy towards him. He is forgetting about the football at this point, and he really wants to try to become that better person and make up for what he's done. He was not putting himself above anyone else. He accepted those responsibilities with the mortification, and now he's trying to reduce all the negative feelings. And he goes on to say that he's found Jesus and he's already on his way to turning his life around and has handed his life over to God. Now, again, this is relating to the audience, but it's also increasing these positive feelings the audience has towards him, because many people see God in a very positive light, and that God plays a very positive role in people's lives. He's again increasing these feelings by already working to turn his life around, and he made that very clear to the audience that he was doing that. And he states again that he has a lot of downtime, and he's going to use this downtime to become a better person. So, in all, mortification was an obvious choice for Vick. It was one of his best options because he did plead guilty, so that really took away a lot of the different strategies that he could use. It also showed maturity and responsibility. bolstering was another good choice after he pleaded guilty. He related to the audience and stated that he's already working on becoming a better person, and the audience's negative feelings were probably reduced while the positive feelings were increased. And those two strategies worked very well together for him. He owned up to his actions, he took that responsibility, he's working to improve feelings towards him, and he did show sincerity. Uh, so, as we all know now, he served his sentence, he's back in the NFL. So, apparently the apology did work for him. However, his name still carries some of that stigma, and but overall, I think that the apology went well for him, and with his circumstances, he chose the best two strategies that he could have.